guys, and that nuclear weapon that is.
Oh, hello, goodbye. Score! In the back of the net. And shoots. Score!
Of Serie A action. We'll bring you so much of it here on DAZN.
Magnificent. That is tremendous.
Catching up on any NFL game is easier than ever before.
Going deep for it all. Devontae Smith. He has got it. Touchdown.
Your Eagles are world champions again.
DAZN is the home of boxing.
Really spurs you on, gets you going.
Let's make history. Pure power. Oh, there's no way back from this, surely.
The following program is recommended for those 16 and over, as it contains sporting violence, possible bad language, and flashing imagery.
Sunshine in the capital, and it's a late summer sizzler in the red-hot heavyweight division. The launch press conference here at Studio 338 in North Greenwich, as Britain's young star Moses Itauma meets Croatia's El Animal Filip Hrgovic in a thunderous battle.
Are we looking at the future of this sport?
Someone's getting knocked out, definitely.
And it is done!
Hello there, and a very warm, or should it be scorching, welcome to a fascinating fight in the glamorous heavyweight division that will take place in the furnace of the O2 on August the 29th. Queensberry presents, live on DAZN, Natural Born Thriller. It's a crunch matchup in the blue ribbon division. Itauma against Hrgovic is on. A tense top table, Hall of Fame promoter Frank Warren in the middle. The fighters' managers, Francis Warren and Keith Connolly, join us, and my DAZN colleague, Alfie Sharman, on the end next to me here. So without further ado, let's bring the boys in for their first meeting, their head-to-head in public. From Zagreb in Croatia, he has 20 wins in 21, 15 knockouts. The former amateur star and medalist from Rio. He's hard-hitting, he's classy, he's El Animal, Filip Hrgovic. Welcome back to Britain again, Filip. And now to the 21-year-old who many see as a future generational great. Born in Slovakia with Nigerian heritage, raised in Chatham, Kent. So far, so very good. For the undefeated 14-0 with 12 compelling knockouts on that list. The potential superstar of boxing, it's Moses Itauma. You love a great heavyweight fight. I mean, absolutely fantastic. Straight to Frank Warren. Frank, we've had the thrills of Daniel Dubois and Fabio Wardley, all the talk of AJ Fury, had Usyk and Rico in Egypt. This, as a fight, It seems like both camps wanted it, you wanted it, and everybody wanted it, and it's on. You must be a happy man.
I am. It's a natural-born thriller. That's what it is. Number one, I think, in 3 organisations in Moses. I think Filip's ranked, what is it, in the top 5 of every organisation. 2 massive punchers. This has got excitement written all over it. This is going to be a great, great fight. Heavyweight fighting, heavyweight fight is best.
You've got your grips on the heavyweight division. It's like a magic pot of them at the moment. But these two can't but entertain us and excite us on the 29th. The styles should gel fantastically well.
All those things you say are absolutely are correct, Alan. But you've got to also remember, this is a jeopardy fight for both of them. Neither of them needed to take this. Moses could have sat around and waited for the mandatory to be called. And Filip could be waiting to obviously get a chance to fight directly for the world title, but they wanted it. They insisted on it. And I was just talking to Keith, and he said he just feels, and we've used this cliche a couple of times over the last, but certainly over the last year, but he says it, and I agree with him. This could be a Hagler-Hearns for 3 rounds.
Well,
this is going to be exciting. Do not miss it. Get your tickets, because this is going to sell out quick. This is a great fight, and if you don't get a ticket, you better make sure you're watching it on DAZN, because you're going to see something special.
We had a mini Hagler-Hearns with Ryan Garner in Southampton for the first 3 rounds on Saturday night. Frank was loving that.
What else do you get at Queensbury show? They're great shows.
Moses Itauma, hello. Welcome back. Great to see you. You had the win over Jermaine Franklin. Is this the litmus test now?
Well, first of all, thank you very much for coming out. This is a big test, of course. It's my toughest fight. I mean, Filip Hrgovic ain't no mug. I think the beautiful thing about boxing is that Hrgovic has achieved so much in this sport. He's beat so many well-known guys in not just British boxing, but in boxing in general. And he's won an Olympic bronze medal. And I guess the beautiful thing about my position is I can strip him away from all of that. So I'm ready to come when it comes to the day. I shall be ready.
I know you wanted to be a world champion by 21. This is a world-class elite fight. What are his dangers that you have to be slightly concerned about Moses, even in your cool, calm way?
I mean, like, every fight poses a bit of danger. Like, obviously, Hrgovic has proved that he can do certain things that, like I said, there's question marks in my career. So if I didn't get to answer them question marks against Jermaine Franklin, I'm sure I'll be able to answer them today.
Filip, hello. Nice to see you. It was great to see you in Doncaster, short and sweet against Dave Allen. You said to me that night, it is Moses. He won't reach the promised land. This is your chance. You want to become a world champion. Is this the very best Filip Hrgovic at this stage of your career?
Yeah, history said that Moses never reached the promised land, and history repeats, right?
We wait and find out. How does it repeat, in your eyes, in the ring on the 29th of August?
Yeah, my job is to stop him to reach the promised land, to become champion, to become next star, which he got all the attributes to be. You know, he got country behind him, promotion. So since beginning of his career, they building him into the big star. He got, obviously, he got the talent, speed, and punching power. And yeah, everybody predicting that he's the next big star in boxing. And I'm here to stop him, of course. I believe in myself that I'm too tough, too experienced guy, too strong for him. And I believe in myself that I will beat him, despite that a lot of guys write me off and saying that he's too quick, he's too dangerous. But I definitely believe, and I coming for a win.
Filip, it's been a fascinating media day. We've had the face-off for DAZN, Catch DAZN and Queensberry channels in the build-up to this, because there's some really good stuff. And something I noted earlier is the fact you're not really giving him the respect yet, Moses Itauma, because you don't feel he's boxed anyone anywhere near your quality.
Look, I'm not impressed the way the whole world is. I'm a fighter. I looked at a different angle. You know, I never see him in trouble. I never see him get punched, get dropped. So we didn't see. He definitely got skills and speed, like I said. But to be great fighter, you must have heart, will, chin, endurance, and we didn't saw that yet. So maybe he got all of that, and but maybe not. So I definitely think I will test that. You know, I will test, is he a real deal or not. And yeah, like I said, I believe that I will beat this guy, and I'll become a heavyweight champion of the world.
Before I turn it to our great media out here for their questions, Moses, just one thing from that. Do you feel that there is a, not lack of respect, of course all you fighters do, but a lack of maybe understanding of what you bring to the ring and how you've dealt with the likes of Dillian and Jermaine and other fighters so far?
No, of course. The respect plays a big part of actually your journey. You don't get given respect, you earn it. So whether Filip respects me or not, it's not going to do him any favors if he don't on fight night. Once that first punch lands, I mean, I'm sure he'll respect me then.
Yeah, I don't respect, I mean, I respect all my opponents and all fighters, but the way I see it, it's like he went from winning youth world championship, which I won as well, and in like 10, 14 fights, you know, he becoming like a superstar. You know, I feel like he got all on the table. You know, he didn't sacrifice a lot for that where he is now. I think my path was much harder, much harder. I work so hard to get into this position, and I feel like everything what he achieved was like given. Of course, he's working hard, he's training every day, but it's not the same kind of struggle what I went through and he and himself. So I respect my path much more than his. So, but we'll see. Like we'll see on August 29 how good is he. Maybe he's a real deal. Maybe he's not. We'll see. You know, and that's it. What else can I say?
Interesting early observations. Let's throw it out to some questions from the media. Who's going to start us off? Sorry, Wally.
Moses, does that seem strange when Filip says that your path has been easy?
Whether he thinks my path is going to be easy or not, it mainly don't do me no favors. At the end of the day, he's, 14 years older than me, and we're still in the same position. So he don't know nothing about me to comment on that. At the end of the day, the position I'm in wasn't given to me. I still had to beat and overcome challenges. So, like I said, even if he's not going to respect me or the path, we should soon find out.
I think Filip is probably the first professional opponent you've had that's had some verbals for you. Does it already feel like he's adding something to you?
It doesn't mean anything, though. Filip can say all as he wants. He ain't going to change fight night. At the end of the day, the talking ain't going to fight for you. So the fighting's going to do the fighting. And it's nice to finally hear somebody, I don't know, give some stick back. But like I said, it's not gonna change the outcome.
As your ambassador from As You Talk Sports, Moses, your career's been essentially flawless so far, but I don't think anybody's had a flawless performance against Filip Hrgovic. Do you think Filip will end up like your previous opponents and you'll beat him in a devastating fashion, or do you think it'll be a case of not being able to swim without getting wet?
I can't give you that answer. I just don't have an answer for you yet. I said it earlier that I feel like boxing for me, it's like a puzzle. And I believe with the right preparation, I don't think that there's a puzzle I can't solve.
I don't believe in puzzles, man. I believe in there are two men inside the ring, two warriors, and the question is who got more will, more determination, more courage, more desire for win. That's how I look at boxing. I don't believe in puzzles and strategies and tactics and game plans. So two different approaches. We'll see what's going to happen.
Over here, Donna Corby from Bloody Hell. Moses, what did you gauge from Filip's last performance against Dave Allen? I mean, obviously not a huge amount to see, but what did you take away from that fight?
I mean, there's not a lot I can take away from that fight. I think Dave Allen kind of, you know, I don't think he was kind of there to win. Obviously, Hrgovic done his thing, but I haven't looked at that fight thinking anything of it. It was just an opponent. So yeah, I haven't really sat down and thought about it.
And obviously, Filip, it does seem as though, you know, you're talking a bit with Moses, and he seems to have kind of gotten under your skin a bit. What is it about Moses that kind of has you a bit more riled up?
I didn't understand you. Can you repeat?
Yeah, basically there is a bit of verbals like Wally was talking about there. You guys are going back and forth, but what is it about Moses that kind of riles you up?
And what's catching is he getting in your head? Is he getting you upset?
No, I'm not saying nothing disrespectful. I'm not trying to put the way I see things, you know. So that's it. I'm not a big guy. I'm not big in coming into the head, you know. I'm not big in that. I'm just, you know, honest, hard-working guy who just wanna, you know, truth. And we'll see the truth on August 29. That will be the best truth when we collide.
Francis, question for you. As Filip was speaking a moment ago about what Moses has been through, you were sort of shaking your head. Why is that?
I just think, you know, it's he doesn't know Moses. You know, he might know Moses, the boxer who he's seen and watched his fights, but he doesn't know Moses the man. And everyone's got their own journeys and hardships and struggles. And Moses is, you know, I think it's a bit disrespectful to say that Moses hasn't had to overcome things in his life to get to this point. I know how hard this guy works. I know the dedication he puts in. And there's an old saying, isn't it? If talent doesn't, you know, if talent doesn't work hard, then hard work beats talent if talent doesn't work hard, and that certainly doesn't apply to Moses here. For me, he's someone who I respect and admire, even though I'm twice his age. He's a phenomenal guy, and unfortunately for Filip, it's going to be a tough night for him on August the 29th. I've never seen anybody in this business in the last 20 years that I've been involved in it work as hard as this guy does. The phenomenal effort he puts in, the dedication, the strict regimes he puts on himself, the great team he's built around himself as well, that only accentuates the talent that he's got. He's got the ability to execute game plans under pressure, and I think that's what takes a good fighter, and the difference of a good fighter to an elite fighter. You watch him in his warm-ups pre-fight, and he executes it perfectly 20 minutes later under the bright lights in front of thousands of people. He's headlining his second show at the age of 21 in the UK. He's headlined in Saudi. The pressure on his shoulders from the outside must look huge, but I think he takes it in his stride. And he's destined to become a global great star of this sport, not just this sport of Great Britain. And to say he hasn't worked hard to get to this point is a real underestimation of this young man.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Francis. Global home of boxing is, of course, DAZN. Alfie Sharman with us. I know you've absolutely loved 2026 so far. More to come, and this is an absolute barn burner of a fight.
Yeah, what fight this is going to be, and I'm enjoying this back and forth. I'll keep this brief. I feel like my head's going to melt up here. But thank you to everyone for coming and enjoying the heat with us. It's well worth it, as you can see. What I will say, I think perhaps Moses Itauma is the most exciting fighter in the world, a natural-born wrecking machine. And he's obviously been simply devastating since turning pro, but let's not underestimate the man in front of him here, Filip Hrgovic, who is a proven world-class operator with unquestionable pedigree, experience and skill. So this will be a thriller. Thanks to Queensberry, we mustn't forget that just 48 hours ago we were in Southampton with an amazing show where Ryan Garner came out victorious. Very busy people, great schedule. We at DAZN also are extremely busy. This fight actually on August 29th lands exactly a month after AJ's return, July 25th. I head off tomorrow to New York for Xander Zayas versus Boots Ennis for the Unified Junior Welterweight Championship of the World on Saturday. Unbelievable time at the global home of boxing, as you say, Adam, and we're really proud to be adding this to our schedule. But, you know, back to the 29th, I think you've got somebody here who is the potential future of the sport, and Filip Hrgovic is a serious operator who must not be underestimated. So I look forward to seeing you there if you can't make it to the O2, live and exclusive worldwide on DAZN.
Well said, Alfie. A lucky boy to be going to New York tomorrow. Someone joining us from the States over here who's back and forth a lot now is, of course, Keith Connolly. Next to your man, Filip Hrgovic. I know that you're really excited about this one as a manager, as a fan for boxing. No world title on the line yet, but you believe your guy's going to become a world champion, and this is the stage to show it.
Well, what's not to be excited about? You have Moses Itauma, that's supposed to be the future of the sport, and he is exciting. And he is a great fighter, and he looks like he could be the future of the sport. But you have my guy, Filip Hrgovic. He probably throws more punches than any heavyweight in the world right now. He's got a great chin, he's got a lot of experience, and he's coming to win. I heard him say earlier he wasn't coming just for a paycheck, he was coming to win, and that's the truth. And I think the first round is going to be Hagler-Hearns. I do. It's going to rival that type of round. I think it's going to be guns a-blazing, and my guys promised to go after Moses right away to see how he handles it, and don't be surprised if Filip Hrgovic pulls off a huge upset with a first-round knockout.
First-round knockout?
First-round knockout.
To your man, Hrgovic. You agree, Filip?
Very possible.
Let's go to Francis Warren, been by Moses' side, I know, for a long time. We've talked a lot about the type of opponents to build this guy that you think is going to be a colossus in sport, not just in boxing. Right fight at the right time for you?
That's been the adage I've been brought up on in this sport by a certain gentleman two seats away from me, and it's about timing, and that goes for promotion, matchmaking, management, and obviously in the ring. Timing is everything in this sport, and I think that the time is definitely right for Moses to step up onto what is an elite level world fight, and you know, Filip poses serious danger. He's operated at the highest level for a long, long time. You know, he gave Daniel Dubois, who's a two-time heavyweight world champion, absolute hell for 3-4 rounds. But I truly believe that the time is right now for Moses to step up to this level and push that door open to push on for world honours. This, in its own right, should be for a world title, and it's a testament to both guys that they've decided to get it on now rather than wait around for a belt. But to the victors go the spoils. It's going to be a huge, huge night on August the 29th, and I firmly believe that my man Moses Itauma is going to step up and absolutely devastate the world of boxing on the 29th.
Your man, one more for you, and I guess the family have played such a big part as well, the Itauma family and you. Have you had to sort of pull Moses back? He's so keen on becoming the world champion and fighting everybody. A year ago. So how do you do that as a manager?
He asked for this fight a long time ago. He said that he thinks that this is a good fight for him. Ben and the team have all agreed that this is a great good fight for him. And it's very much a collective decision. But at the end of the day, Moses is the boss here. And he thinks that this is the right fight for him. And if he's got confidence in his ability and the team around him, I know the team have got confidence that he can go and execute a game plan on August 29th to beat Filip Hrgovic.
Moses, behind every great fighter is a great team. As I say, we see the family, we see Francis, but you talk a lot about Ben Davison and Lee Wiley and how you come up with the plans. And I know Filip doesn't do puzzles, but you guys certainly do. You have real trust in those men, don't you, that are guiding you from a boxing point of view?
Of course, like, trust comes from experience. And with the Ben Davison Performance Center, it's worked, you know. So, and I'm a big believer in if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I'm also a believer of don't wait for something to break to fix it beforehand. And luckily, I felt like I fixed my flaws before it got to the stage. So, have I not been confident in my team, I probably wouldn't have pushed for fights like this so soon.
Moses, give us a little insight onto what Ben and Lee will be looking at, working on over the coming days, and how they find that way for you to
weaknesses which I'm going to be ready to explore.
Filip, you don't do puzzles, but you're heading to Big Bear straight after this to...
sack your coaches if you don't believe in puzzles.
Well, he's got a good coach, a very, very good coach in Abel Sanchez, who, of course, guided Gennady Golovkin up at Big Bear at altitude. This is serious business.
You know what is great in boxing? Boxing is probably one of the only sport in the world where everything, you know, whole team, whole promotion, whole 10,000 people in the team, nutritionist, psychologist, everything fall apart when you come to the ring and when you get punched into the face. And when you have, for example, this like Greek god, Anthony Joshua, like whole country behind him, and he come in with fat Andy Ruiz and he got knocked out. So that's only possible in boxing when whole the team, whole the preparation, whole promoters, managers, nothing is important when you come into the ring. So I have a great team, I have a great manager, great coach, but maybe I'm not most probably guided so well like Moses. He's from the beginning, he's guided to become a star. I didn't have that, you know. I didn't have that. I didn't have my whole, amateur career, for example, I didn't have sparring partners. I went to all championships without sparring. So my whole career I struggling. I learned boxing business by myself. I didn't have anyone helping me. I had a lot of courts, a lot of all different shits. I need to learn by myself to get into this position, to be top 5 in heavyweight boxing. So when you have all that behind yourself, and I didn't want to tell that he's not training hard. He's training hard probably every day, twice a day, like every athlete do. But he was given everything on the plate when I compare his pet with my pet and other guys who are coming from small countries. So, but boxing is great because nothing it's matter when you enter that ring, when you start to fight. It's only about your desire, your will, and how much you're ready to give. Are you ready to give? Are you ready to die in that ring? So that's great about boxing, and I'm not maybe, I know I am invited here to lose. He's a future star. He's a future star, you know. Frank Warren and Queensberry Promotion not gonna make so much money on me like on Moses Itauma. That's reality. But like I said, great thing about boxing that nothing matters when you come into that ring. It's not tennis, it's not basketball, it's not football, it's not about tactics, about how much your team is worth, how much you pay players, you know, it's not about that. It's about heart and desire, and I definitely have that. I have the biggest heart in the division, and I definitely have desire for win, and we'll see on August 29 how much he has. It's team and everything else, it's not important.
Passionate plea, apologies for the language, but very, very nice to hear you so dedicated and ready. A final one quickly from the guys. Frank, I'll leave it with you. Your last comments about why we should be there at the O2, why we should be tuning into the DAZN. What's different about this collision?
Look, if you want to be the best, you've got to fight the best. And that's what's happening here. This is one of the best heavyweight fights out there. Excitement, do not miss it. Be there on the night. If you can see it in the flesh, it's going to be a night to remember. These two guys will give everything. They're two really top quality heavyweights. And you're going to see something special. And if you're not there, watch it on the DAZN. But watch it. Watch this fight. This fight is going to be exciting.
Totally agree. In one sentence, Filip Hrgovic, what happens on August the 29th? Final prediction from you.
Depends. Look, I saw here Moses is drinking water. I saw him this morning. That's probably nutritionist told him you must drink this amount of water in the morning. Everything is programmed, you know. He should be next star. So depends.
What happens?
Is he gonna drink enough water? And depends, you know, if he gonna do enough of weightlifting. Depends. Just joking, but I coming for win. I'm not interested in anything else except winning this fight and becoming heavyweight champion of the world. And I'm going now to my training camp. I'll have a lot of sacrifice, and I'll do everything for win.
It's a gentle giant, I think, there, but a ferocious man in the ring. Moses, I'll leave the last word with you. At 21, what do we see August the 29th in the 15th fight of your career?
It's going to be an interesting fight. It's where youth meets experience and intelligence meets heart.
And it's the drop the mic moment. Filip Hrgovic, thank you for coming over a long way and have a great time back in America. Moses Itauma, the heat is on. The battle is on August the 29th. We bring the boys down to the front here for a head-to-head for everyone. Queensbury presenting Natural Born Thriller. It really is a summer scissor. Thank you for enduring the heat as well today. Everyone warm? Everyone ready? Let's get the boys facing off. It's the undefeated Moses Itauma, 21 years of age. Filip Hrgovic, former bronze medalist in Rio, wonderful amateur, great professional, 34 now, and he's won 20 of 21. It's a cracking fight. Brought to you by Frank Warren and Queensbury, live on the global home of boxing, DAZN. The heavyweight division on fire. A stunner on August the 29th at the O2. Best of luck to both men, and thank you. That's all from us today, but we have so much coming up on DAZN. The future of boxing collides in Brooklyn this weekend as the 154-pound prodigy Xander Zayas dares to challenge IBF welterweight king Boots Ennis. It's a high-stakes showdown that will define the next era of the sport. AJ makes his highly anticipated return to the ring on July the 25th in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Live worldwide on DAZN, facing the Albanian heavyweight puncher Christian Prenga. This is a clash you do not want to miss. And the reason we're here today, generational heavyweight talent Moses Itauma continuing his rise through the global boxing scene as he takes on his toughest opponent yet in Croatia's Filip Hrgovic. All these fights are available on the DAZN Ultimate subscription.
The first rule of DAZN Ultimate. The first rule. You do not pay-per-view. You do not. You do not pay-per-view.
Do not pay-per-view.
The Ultimate Fight Night is here.
Second rule, DAZN Ultimate is. Second rule,
You don't pay-per-view.
Because Ultimate gives you a minimum of 12 pay-per-view fights a year.
At no extra cost.
You do not pay per view. Join us ringside and welcome to DAZN Ultimate.